Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of my pastry series. Let me take you through a quick and easy commercial donut recipe. First, I'll measure out 500 grams of all-purpose flour. Next is 80 grams of sugar. Too small? No, it is not too small. It is just the right amount of sugar you need for this recipe. 60 grams of butter. Then we'll go in with everything we need to make this donut at once. In our 500 grams of all-purpose flour, we're going with our 80 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 tsp of salt, 60 grams of butter, 1 egg, and 1 cup of lukewarm water. Please, if the water is too hot, it is going to kill the yeast, and if it is cold, the yeast might not be active. Actually, I'm using an instant yeast, but you might not know the type of yeast you are using. So to be on a safer side, just use warm water. I'll be using the dough hook of my hand mixer to mix this. And who says you can't use your hand mixers to mix dough? Oh, each time you try, it rolls up the hook. Don't worry, in a short video, I'm going to show you how to fix your dough hook so it doesn't roll up the hook each time you're mixing. I'm going to mix this for 20 minutes with 2 stops in between. So I'll mix and mix until the dough is elastic. Like for 20 minutes, your dough should be elastic already. Just set your timer to 15 or 20 minutes, and by the end of that, you should have a stretchy dough already. Now pull it up this way to check if the dough is elastic. Look at how stretchy it is. If it is this stretchy, trust me, your donut is going to come out fluffy and it is going to float in the oil. Some people complain that each time they are trying to fry their donut, the donut sinks into the oil, and by the time they bring it out, it is either it is still doughy in the middle or the donut is heavy. If you mix your donut and your donut is this stretchy, trust me, you're going to get a very fluffy donut. You know that inner bread consistency, you're going to get it in your donut. Bring it out and slap it hard against your work surface, and then cut it into your desired sizes. After measuring out my 60 grams, I will place it flat on my palm and pinch the edges together to form a ball, and then give it a proper seal. I am going to repeat this process until I exhaust the dough. So after everything, you're going to leave it for 30 minutes to 1 hour to proof. I filmed this video in May when the weather was still warm, so mine proved faster. I left it for like 1 hour and then it made it really fast. Look at how puffy they are. Now here is something about the oil you're going to use to fry your donut. Make sure the oil is not too hot, like the heat is not that much. The heat has to be really minimal. It is okay if the oil is just sizzling like this. Your donut will not soak oil and it will not sink. Don't worry about that, but just make sure the heat is not too much. Now you can go on to flip it over. If If you want it very brown, you can still let it sit on that particular side for a bit before you flip it over. So after frying, place it on a paper towel lined tray to drain off excess oil. You can go ahead to fill it with jam, chocolate, you can glaze it, you can use sugar on it, just any way you like it. But this particular one, I am only going to be sprinkling sugar over it because that is what the client asked for. So on this day, I mixed in 3 different batches of different grams, but then in total, I mixed 2,250 grams of flour, 4.5 tablespoons of yeast, 320 grams of sugar, 2.5 teaspoons of salt, 270 grams of butter, 4.5 cups of warm water. With this recipe, I got 76 pieces of donuts. But if you're going with just the 500 grams measurement, you will get 16 pieces of donuts if you go by the 600 grams measurement of dough. And if you don't want that much, maybe you're making just for yourself, you can go with 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 40 grams of sugar, 30 grams of butter, half TBSP of yeast, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and half cup of warm water. With this measurement, you will get 8 pieces of donut if you go by the 60 grams measurement of dough. I hope you enjoyed this donut making tutorial as much as I did. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.